Hello. Sorry, I mumbled.
Zilch, Mr. Davalina, Mr. Bob Davalina, Mr. Davalina, Mr. Bob Davalina.
Zilch, China kept calling Alameda. China kept calling Alameda.
Zilch,
China kept calling Alameda.
self-defense.
China kept calling Alameda.
Self-defense. Never mind the furthermore the self-defense.
It isn't my opinion that the people are intending. It isn't my opinion that the people are intending. It isn't my opinion that the people are intending. It isn't my opinion that the people are intending. It isn't my opinion that the people are. It isn't my opinion that it isn't my opinion that the people are.
Never mind the furthermore
It is my opinion that the people are intending. It is my opinion that the people are intending. It is my.
Cat. Sorry about my chin. It's showing up real bad, but it's getting better. That's a song called Zilch by one of my favorite groups of all time, the Monkees. And I used to do it with my grandsons, and I'd give each one a part, but there were only 3 of us, so somebody had to take a 4th part, which was usually me. But when you think about what it means, Mr. Bobalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, China Clipper calling out a meter, it isn't my opinion that the people are intending. I forget the other one. They make no sense. No sense. And at the end they say, zilch, zilch, zilch. I don't think zilch is a word. But the poet, Lewis Carroll used to do it all the time in his poems, but the king of all nonsense poems was Edward Lear. And he just made up stuff. So did Lewis Carroll. But so I'm going to read you a poem called The Calico Pie. And for all you kids, young and old out there, I'll just explain a couple things. That this poem is his nonsensical way of expressing sadness that someone or something has gone away. The word calico all through refers to calico cloth, which is kind of a cloth that's printed with bright colors. Well, I'll show you. Kind of looks like that right there. And use calico to make clothes out of it and stuff, and napkins and tablecloths and stuff like that. But Lear just has everything made out of calico. He has a calico pie and a calico jam and calico drum and a calico band, B-A-N. I've tried to figure out what he means there, but I think he just made it up. There's a word in this poem called syllabub. When you hear it, it really is an English drink that's made out of milk and wine and sugar, but he gets in an ocean of syllabub made out of milk and wine and sugar. S-O-L-E is a flat fish, and sprat, like Jack Sprat, the sprat is really a small fish, truly. So, and then you'll hear a strange word called wilby-wat. I thought he probably made that up, but it's actually a little thin boat that you can row forwards or backwards. So I'm going to read this nonsensical poem to you, and it is totally nonsensical, because you can't make a pie out of calico or have calico jam. And so here we go, and then we'll finish zilch. Calico Pie by Edward Lear. Calico Pie. The little birds fly down to the calico tree. Their wings are blue, and they sing tilly-loo, till away they flew, and they never came back to me. They never came back. They never came back. They never came back to me. Calico Jam. The little fish swam over the syllabub sea. He took off his hat to the sole and the sprat and the wilby-wat and the wilby-wat. There you go. But he never came back to me. He never came back. He never came back. He never came back to me. Calico Ban, B-A-N, Calico Ban. The little mice ran to be ready in time for tea. Flippity-flop. They drank it all up and they danced in the cup. But they never came back to me. They never came back. They never came back. They never came back to me. Calico Drum. The grasshoppers come, the butterfly, beetle, and bee over the ground, around and around, with a hop and a bound. But they never came back. They never came back. They never came back to me. Really just kind of total nonsense, but when I do look at it, it kind of has a deep meaning. You've lost something, they just don't come back. Next time you lose your best friend, or you lose your spouse, you can just say, oh, that Calico Pie ran off. Or I lost my Calico Jam. Where did that Calico drum go?
Never mind if the movie are tense. 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 Never mind if the movie are tense.
Zilch.